Do certain times of the day leave you feeling more tired, bloated, and uncomfortable, even though you're eating well and taking your medications as prescribed? For seniors over 60, your kidneys could be quietly signaling distress, and the danger often shows up at the same 3 times every day. If ignored, these patterns can lead to fluid buildup, high blood pressure, and even kidney failure over time. In today's video, I'll break down the 3 specific times your kidneys are under the most stress, how to recognize the warning signs, and what you can do each day to support kidney health naturally at home. Before I jump in, tap that like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your trusted guide for science-backed wellness tips tailored for seniors who want to stay independent, sharp, and in control of their health. Now, let's uncover the first dangerous time when your kidneys might already be working too hard and how a simple habit adjustment could make all the difference.
Dangerous time number 1. Early morning. Dehydration and overnight toxin buildup. You open your eyes, swing your legs over the bed, and suddenly feel lightheaded. Maybe your heart flutters a bit. Maybe your mouth feels dry. So you reach for your coffee, take your morning pills, and hope it passes. Sound familiar? For many seniors, these quiet morning symptoms are more than just grogginess. They could be the first signs that your kidneys are struggling. Here's what happens. During sleep, your body becomes naturally dehydrated. But after 60, your kidneys lose some of their ability to concentrate urine and remove waste efficiently. So by morning, they're already working overtime. Then, without thinking, you take your morning medications. Some are diuretics, others affect blood pressure. But without proper hydration, those pills can hit your kidneys like a jolt. According to the Mayo Clinic, even mild dehydration in older adults can reduce kidney blood flow, slow filtration, and lead to an increase in toxins circulating in the blood. Let me tell you about Edna. She's 72 and proud of her routine. Up at 6, coffee brewed by 6:15, and meds by 6:30. But for months, Edna had been feeling dizzy after taking her prescriptions, especially her diuretic. She brushed it off as normal aging. Her daughter noticed the fatigue, the slower movements, the paleness. Finally, she mentioned it during a doctor visit. Turns out, she'd been taking all her medications on a near-empty stomach without drinking water first. Her doctor explained that this routine was stressing her kidneys, lowering her blood pressure, and causing dizziness. They ran a few tests and discovered her kidney filtration rate was starting to slip. Now, she keeps a glass of water by her bed. She drinks 8 to 10 ounces of water within 15 minutes of waking up and waits a bit before taking her meds. 3 months later, her energy was back, her labs improved, and that dizzy spell? Gone. So what can you do right now to protect your kidneys before breakfast? Here's what experts recommend. Drink a full glass of water before you take any morning medication. Avoid coffee or tea until after you've hydrated. Speak with your doctor about whether adjusting your pill timing might help. Consider a morning snack with your pills to reduce kidney stress. According to Harvard Health, kidneys in older adults become more sensitive to dehydration and sudden fluid shifts, especially when medications are involved. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever skipped your morning water or taken your meds on an empty stomach, thinking it was no big deal? What happened afterward? Share your experience in the comments. It could help another senior stay safer tomorrow morning. Coming up, I'll reveal the second time of day that quietly strains your kidneys, even if you feel perfectly fine. And it all starts with a salty snack and an innocent pill. Stick around, you won't want to miss this.
Dangerous time number 2. Late afternoon, when salt and painkillers quietly harm senior kidneys. It starts around 3 or 4 p.m. You're feeling tired, your knees are aching a bit more than usual, and you just need something quick. A few salty crackers, maybe a slice of cheese. You grab a pain reliever to take the edge off and move on with your day. It feels harmless, even comforting. But for seniors, this routine might be doing more than easing pain. It could be quietly straining your kidneys in ways you don't feel until it's too late. According to Harvard Health Publishing, kidney function naturally slows with age, and filtration efficiency can drop sharply in the late afternoon when sodium levels, protein waste, and medication byproducts hit their peak. Many seniors don't realize that this window of the day is when the kidneys are working hardest to process everything consumed earlier, especially salty foods and medications. And when you add NSAIDs like ibuprofen or naproxen into the mix, the kidneys can become overwhelmed. These medications can narrow blood vessels that feed the kidneys, limiting blood flow and interfering with waste filtration. Combined with mild dehydration and a salty snack, it's a triple threat to kidney health, one most people never see coming. Let's talk about Walter. He's 75, a retired mechanic who still enjoys keeping busy in his backyard workshop. Most afternoons, he'd grab a few pretzels and take ibuprofen for his hip pain. He thought it was just part of staying active. But over time, his ankles started swelling. His legs felt heavy by dinner. His blood pressure climbed, and walking to the mailbox became exhausting. At his next checkup, blood work revealed that his glomerular filtration rate, GFR, had dropped to 58, below normal. The swelling, fatigue, and blood pressure changes weren't just age creeping in. His kidneys were sending distress signals. His doctor explained that the combination of salty snacks, dehydration, and daily NSAIDs was overloading his kidneys, especially during those critical afternoon hours. According to the National Institute on Aging, long-term NSAID use is a major contributor to kidney damage in seniors, especially when paired with high sodium intake and poor hydration. Walter changed his habits. He swapped processed snacks for fresh fruit, switched to acetaminophen on doctor approval, and began sipping water steadily through the afternoon. 3 months later, the swelling eased, his blood pressure leveled, and his GFR began to climb. So here's something to think about. Between 3 and 6 p.m., when your energy dips and the day starts to wind down, have you noticed any of these signs creeping in lately? Take a moment. Look back at your recent afternoons. Do any of these symptoms sound a little too familiar? Swelling in the ankles or lower legs? Unusual fatigue, even with light activity? Rising blood pressure late in the day? Increased thirst or dizziness after a salty snack? If any of this sounds familiar, don't brush it off. These symptoms may seem minor, but they could be your kidneys quietly signaling distress. And the afternoon is a time when many seniors unknowingly put extra strain on their kidneys without realizing it.
Now is the time to start paying closer attention. Here's what kidney specialists recommend to protect your kidneys during those critical afternoon hours. Skip processed salty snacks like chips, deli meats, or pretzels. Swap in unsalted nuts, low-sodium yogurt, or fresh fruit instead. Only take pain relievers with your doctor's guidance. Ask if acetaminophen is safer for your kidneys. Sip small amounts of water regularly instead of drinking large quantities all at once. Finally, I'll reveal the third danger window, and this one strikes when you're already in bed. It's tied to blood pressure swings, poor sleep, and mistimed hydration. Stay with me. This one's critical. Dangerous time number 3. Late evening, when missed signals disrupt kidney recovery. It's the end of the day. Are you relaxing in your favorite chair right now? Maybe sipping some water, maybe watching TV. Let us know in the comments, what's your go-to way to unwind after 6 p.m.? You feel calm, but inside your body, a different story is unfolding. This is the critical window when your kidneys should be entering repair mode, working hard to regulate your blood pressure, balance your fluid levels, and flush out the waste your body built up throughout the day. But if you've had too much fluid, taken your medication too late, or struggled with sleep, you may be silently blocking your kidneys from recovering overnight. According to the National Kidney Foundation, poor sleep quality and nighttime fluid overload are both linked to accelerated kidney decline in older adults, even when daytime labs seem stable. And here's the part that surprises most seniors. Your kidneys rely on deep, uninterrupted sleep to function properly. Disrupt that cycle, and the entire filtration system gets thrown off balance. My aunt, Grace, she's 70 and has always considered herself healthy. But lately she found herself waking twice at night to use the bathroom. She felt drained in the morning, even when she went to bed early. At first, she thought it was just part of aging. Her doctor had prescribed a blood pressure pill, which she usually took right before bed, along with a glass of water to stay hydrated. But at her next checkup, her blood pressure readings were erratic. Her kidney function had dipped slightly, and she was constantly tired. That's when her doctor explained what was really happening. Taking medication too close to bedtime, plus drinking fluids late in the evening, was throwing off her kidney rhythm and disrupting both blood flow and toxin clearance overnight. Now, Grace takes her medication a few hours before bed and finishes her fluids by 7 p.m. She no longer wakes at night. Her energy has returned, and her kidneys back on track. A 2022 study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors with frequent nighttime urination had a 25% higher risk of chronic kidney disease progression, even if they had no symptoms during the day. So what are the red flags to watch for at night? Waking up more than once to urinate? Feeling puffy or bloated in the morning? Trouble falling asleep after taking medications? Dry mouth paired with heavy legs or swelling? These aren't just annoyances. They're potential signs that your kidneys are struggling to rest and recover. How to support your kidneys before bed? Finish your main fluid intake by 7 p.m. Take medications earlier in the evening unless otherwise directed by your doctor. Elevate your legs before sleep if swelling is common. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to encourage deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Let's quickly review the 3 danger times of day when seniors over 60 should protect their kidneys the most. Early morning, late afternoon, and late evening. Each of these times might seem harmless on their own, but for aging kidneys, they represent critical moments when waste builds up, blood pressure swings, and filtration slows down, especially if hydration, medication timing, or diet are off track. Your kidneys filter over 50 gallons of blood each day, balancing everything from fluids and electrolytes to blood pressure and hormones. But when kidney function begins to slip, the signs often show up subtly in your energy, your sleep, your swelling, or your bathroom habits. These issues are preventable. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated devices. Just a few simple changes like adjusting when you hydrate, how you snack, or when you take your meds can make a powerful difference. Was this video helpful? Tap that like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your trusted source for science-backed, senior-friendly health advice that puts your well-being first. And please, don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with a friend or loved one over 60 who might be ignoring subtle signs. Want more practical tips to protect your kidneys, liver, lungs, and aging organs? Check out our full liver, lung, and kidney health playlist linked in the description below. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next video.